Been a little bit, hasn't it? What is up, everyone? Godzilla851 here with a new unboxing. Sorry. Here with an unboxing. Okay. This trying time, some people have been selling their parts of their collection. I made a new friend. His name is Brett on Facebook, and he was selling a little something special. And this is something that I've been after for a while, and it's one of my favorites, especially from the Showa series. And enough talk, let's open. Here's the first part, is the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1968. And here's the second part. Now we have the tail. He has a date with a blow dryer. 1 second. We are back with the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1968 from the film Destroy All Monsters. I love this thing. I've been looking for this for a long time. Thank you very much, Brett Mullen, for hooking me up with this at this time. And I've seen this around. Some places I've seen it for $800, some places I've seen it for like $900. And he gave me quite the deal on it. And enough of that, let's talk about the figure. Starting off, I like this more than the 30 centimeter. Now, I like the 30 centimeter, don't get me wrong, it's a great figure. However, it's in a very special pose that doesn't really, give it a lot of room to really, take pictures or set up. At least I haven't figured out a way. This one is in a more standard pose, more like a walking pose, so you can go along with other figures and other pictures a lot easier. So, right off the bat, let's look at the face and the head. So, looking at the face, starting off with the eyes. Dark gray with black irises. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Love the brow over the head, giving it that little distinctive look of the 68. And you move on to the mouth. Each individually sculpted tooth. Looks amazing. I love this. So awesome. Look great in Destroy All Monsters. Also in Godzilla's Revenge. Also Godzilla vs. Hedorah, and also Godzilla vs. Gigan. All excellent films. Okay, move to the neck, and okay, looks awesome. Loving it. Awesome figure. Awesome. Alright, so the head and the face, love it. Now, the Rick feature actually came with a different mouth, or is it a different head? But anyway, it could be closed, and that was interesting, but I like the open mouth. I don't really need the closed mouth. Okay, maybe there's like one scene I wanted to recreate if I had the closed mouth one from Destroy All Monsters, but it's not that big of a deal. Moving on to the chest and the arms. Looks like he's stomping forward. He's about to breathe fire, lifting his arms up, or it's more like a stalking, walking pose that he has. Loving it. Loving it. And you have not really the bone white, more like a bone yellow fingernails. Okay, nice and sharp. Awesome. Not sharp to the touch, but they're sharp. They look like they're sharpened. Okay. Moving on to the hips and the legs. Now, when I ordered this, there is a little bit of a scuff on the left foot middle toe. I don't care. Okay. If I feel inclined, I will buy some paint and I will do a little dab and clean that up, but it's not that big of a deal. I think this figure looks awesome, and you have to actually actively look for that scuff. Okay, I'm not going to put a picture of it. If you want to look at the video and try to point it out, well, I just said where it was. But anyway, it's not a big deal at all. The left leg is moving forward while the right leg is more of a balancing, or if he's like walking, about to step forward with his right foot. Looks awesome. It's got the 3-toe scheme. Now, I do like the 4-toe scheme better, say like from the Heisei or the 54, but this one looks great. I think this one captures it very well, and looks awesome. Okay, moving on to the tail. Comes down and curls off to his right. Very simple dorsal plate scheme going down the middle. Awesome. Tail went in very easily. And yeah, it's in 2 different parts if you want to do a little more articulation if you want. That's there, but just having a standard pose is great with me. Next off, you look at the skin. Charcoal gray with that tree bark. Looks awesome. Loving it, loving it. Man, to think, when artists have to sculpt these, over in Japan, start off to sculpt each individual scale in the skin. Just very tedious. I'm very thankful for it. It looks awesome. These figures really pop with the scales and the way how they're done. Loving it. Lastly, let's look at the dorsal plates. We have 3 rows, 1 big row down the center, 2 smaller rows on the outside of it. You got that bone, that bone white outside with the charcoal gray in the center. Looks awesome. Loving it. And yeah, that is the figure. This thing is awesome. I love it. I'm very grateful that I have it. Do I want the Rick version of it? No, because I have an extra Minya when I got the 67 Rick edition of Godzilla, and I got my own little Minya to go with it. Yeah, Minya です。ミイラが一番乗りです。そしてその後から怪獣の王ゴジラが現れました。And here they are together. And they size up very well, and I was told that they're actually the same kind of Minya was used for the 67 and the 68, so I did not miss out on that. As far as the mouth, the closed mouth, meh. I always like this Godzilla with his mouth open with his, showing his teeth. Now, yeah, closed mouth sometimes, yeah, that's cool, but I do prefer the mouth open on this one, so I love the way how the teeth look. Awesome figures together. I can put this one back with a 67, plus I also have them next to each other so you can actually, share. Awesome stuff. And speaking of putting figures with this, let's look at his counterpart, well, one of his counterparts, for the film Destroy All Monsters, Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster. Side discussion, I really need to reshelf my Destroy All Monsters / Showa section for this, because the way how I have this, I have Ghidorah kind of in a back corner, and getting him out is, I got lucky a couple of times getting him out of that back corner, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to break Ghidorah, and I need to redo that, so, side thing. Putting these two together is perfect. They look amazing together. Ghidorah, I love the Showa series of Ghidorah compared to this Godzilla as well. Also, this Ghidorah, not this exact Ghidorah, but Ghidorah fought Godzilla in the 72 film, Godzilla vs. Gigan as well, which is the same Godzilla. And if I was to get any more of these 25 centimeters, yes, I would love to get a Gigan, and yes, I would love to get a Anguirus to go with it so I can, recreate that, because that's another one of my favorite Showa series Godzilla films is Godzilla vs. Gigan. And these two look great together. When they battled each other in Destroy All Monsters, there was a bunch more of them together to fight Ghidorah, which some say, well, I'll talk about it now. Some say that it was actually very disrespectful the way how they defeated Ghidorah in the film. Well, it took all of them to do it. If Godzilla had done that by himself, I could kind of see what you mean, or say like if Gorosaurus did it by himself, I can see what you mean, but all monsters from Monster Island actually worked together and defeated Ghidorah, so I didn't see that as much as a problem. But, there are all those to see, so respect, I understand what you mean, but I personally don't feel that he was actually jobbed out. I thought it was actually a great fight. Yes, Minya defeating Ghidorah in the end by himself with the little ring around the center head. Silly, and then dancing on the corpse, silly, but, you know. Apparently that was supposed to be the last Godzilla film, but thankfully it was not. So this is what Ghidorah looks like compared to Godzilla 68. Now, for the next film that this Godzilla was in, at least the actual footage that they showed of this Godzilla was Godzilla's Revenge, where he fought Gamera. And here are the two, well actually three compared to each other. I think this Minya is a little taller than the other Minya, but it's got an upward look, you know, kind of like he could be talking to Godzilla or when he's fighting with Gamera. Goes great with both figures. So let's talk about Gamera compared to Godzilla. Now, it seems that Gamera is actually too short to be with this Godzilla, because in the film he was a lot taller than Godzilla because of the longer neck. But this Gamera is actually hunched over a little bit like he's fighting with Minya, so if this head was more upright, then it'd be perfect together. These figures look awesome together, and if you have this Gamera compared with this Godzilla, you will not be disappointed. As far as the rest of the film, you know, they use different Godzillas for the film because they use a lot of clip footage from that and a lot of stock footage, but fun stuff in the end. I'm coming around on that film. I don't dislike it as much as I used to. And as far as these together, they all look great. You got Minya in the center from Godzilla's Revenge. So there is that. Let's look at another size comparison against the next film, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, or Godzilla vs. Smog Monster. And this is the 25 centimeter Hedorah standard. I got this a few years ago, and here he is with the new 68 that I just got. Now, there was a 68 that would actually go with this Hedorah, which is this one. We'll look at these two together in a moment. But these two together looks awesome. Godzilla's in more of like an attack stance, or Hedorah is more of in a standard stance. So it might be a little distracting to see them together, but they're also very awesome together if you wanted to like set up. Plus, they do the little crawling Hedorah, which I don't have, but there's a crawling Hedorah like from the second time you see him in the film where he gets high off the smog fumes, and I think those two will look together very well. If you have those two figures, this one and the crawling one, why don't you take a picture and put it on the Facebook group, and so we can all see them together. But in other words, these two look awesome. Now, the figure that goes with this, well, not to, you know, it's made to go on, is this one, the 71 Godzilla. And right off the bat, this one seems a little bigger than the new 68 one. However, the 68 is more of like a walking stance, like he's about to go attack, where this one is like in a victory stance after he just defeated Hedorah in Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So he seems to be a little more taller because he's standing upright, where if this Godzilla was standing more upright, then they'd be eye to eye as well. So both excellent figures. I think the standard doesn't come with the eggs for the 71 or the burnt eye, so that's another great figure to have as well. But I want to own the 68 as well because I'm a 68 mark. Okay? Alright, let's wrap this up. Okay. And with all of that being said, and with all of that being shown off, this is the Godzilla 68 from X Plus Standard. Thank you very much, Brett Mullen. From the X Plus group, was selling it. I immediately jumped on it the second I saw it. I've been wanting this figure for a long time, and I am not disappointed. I love it. It did take me a while to do this video because issues. You know, with me, with life, the whole thing that's going on in the world, all the different things that are happening, plus things at work, you know, it really got to me, and I put this off for a few weeks. I'm sorry for that. I'm feeling a little better today. I'm feeling a lot better today, and I wanted to do this. I have another unboxing figure to do, the NECA, but I'll show that off in the next video. And then, something very special, and I think sometime next week I'm getting a surprise X Plus figure. Something that I found on eBay that I've also wanted for a long time, but, you know, when it's $400 or $500, it's too much. But he had it online, and he was selling for much cheaper than that, and he knocked off an extra 15 bucks today. So I jumped on it. I jumped on it hard, and it should be here sometime next week, hopefully. But or maybe even sooner, because I thought this was going to take a little longer to get to my house as well. But it actually got here much faster. Actually, it took only 3 days for this figure to show up. So hopefully, we'll have that ready to go as well. But this is Gojira851 saying thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe at the bottom. And check you all for the next unboxing or gameplay video. Take it easy.